Hello everybody and welcome here to High Button Sports as we get set for another game out of Cole Harbour Place. My name's Jeff Warburton, bringing you the action here tonight as the Rage and the Bombers going head to head in a U15 matchup as we start to wind down the regular season. Looking for a good game here tonight for a home game for the Rage against one of the top-seeded Bombers teams, the Gulls and Novas, playing right down the road. That one will have implications and such. But right now, it's business on Cole Harbour as Little moves to the middle. Shot! Scores! And that one slides under the pad. Grace scores just seconds in. That one slid right under that pad, kind of scooped in the left side and into the back of the net. And we'll head back to center, so 19 seconds in, we got a lead. Rage gonna try to get their feet under them. Picked up by Anderson. Anderson in behind a Little. Little. Back to the the red line. Shot. Tipped. That one's bouncing around. Poked at. And nice save made there. Has had to stay on top of it. There was another look here early as the puck kind of flew up into Gould's chest protector, came down, and he was able to get the whistle. Face off here to the left. Puck dropped in. Trying to get that past the left side. White's going to pick it up. Shoot that into the end wall. In around for Chevry. Chevry down to Simon. Simon pushed in along the wall. In on the end boards. That one comes over. Shot into the feet. Simon backhand just wide as he tries to steer that on. Norris over to Dando. Dando goes up near center and comes back to Norris. Dando snaps the pass out, trying to find Simon. Simon passes it off, but it's intercepted. Picked up, trying to go for a skate here the other way over the blue line. Dando shot, fanned on, almost bounced back for a juicy rebound. That one does now. Chance there. Dando shot, steered to the corner. Grabbed, sent back to the blue line. Shot from distance, stopped up. McDonald turns on the Jets. He'll get it over and off the pad and in behind. Trudell. Played back and around Trudell. Trudell. Over to the left side. Pass picked up, but man down. That'll be a McPhee who plays it back. Rage. Origin, not the softest pass there, which causes it to bounce away. Bombers try to put the pressure on, but Rage with possession here through the first couple minutes. Rage over to the left side. Nice pass there. Arsenault gets stopped in his tracks, though. Now near center. Puck grabbed. Sent down for the ice is done. We'll slow it up. Face off here to the left side, 2.5 minutes in. Puck drop coming. Little grabs it for the Bombers. Tries to center it. Net comes up by an inch or two. Ref with the whistle, and we'll have another one here through the first couple minutes, trying to get our feet under us here in this game. Rage rocking those beautiful high button patches, which were put on those jerseys over a year ago, almost 2 years ago. Nice to see the longevity on those things. Picked up on the right wall. Bombers back to Little. Little shot, steered to the corner. Down low Little. Getting worked in along the boards. Coming out with it, tries to center. Into the feet, gets tied up. Backhand, nice save there at the pad. And the net goes off again. And the ref quickly blows it down again. Defense changing for the Bombers. And now the forwards as well. So full scale change for the Bombers. Rage keep their guys out there. Puck picked up. Shot from the corner. Whitmore. Down low. Tips that in front. Almost onto the stick. Good stick lift there. Donaldson picks it up. Donaldson gets to the red line. Down the right side. Baldwin tied up as well. Bombers pull it back the other way. McDonald snaps the pass out the right side. Trying to get the return pass. He takes a bump. Lewis down here in front. Puck gets freed up. Sent down for Dunn. Dunn's going to leave it. Working around the boards. Shot. Blocker save made. Another chance. Good look there. Rage doing a good job of keeping that puck directed on net. The chances they're getting are making it to the netminder. Lewis shot, steered aside. Back near Lewis. Baldwin, fans on it. That will roll off of his stick. Picked up now. Taking it in as far as the red line. Shot down and a bouncing puck. Over to the right side. Back for Dando. Dando in behind. Dunn going to slow it up. Hit laid there. Sends a man flying. Gets the Rage bench up and another hit. Some good contact down low. Reed. Up ahead to Bowden. Dando. Hands off. Simon. He brings it in. Shot. Simon trying to go top left. Puck snared out of the air as we approach the 10-minute mark. Face off on the right side. Lots of hockey going on High Button this weekend, folks. I feel like we say that every weekend, but we really are getting into the nitty-gritty of this regular season, and you know what that means. Made-up games, weird ice times, and everything in between as we head down to the last month or so. That bounces off the stick of Reed. Norris up to Bowden. Bowden to Norris. That's fanned on. Gonna fall into the end boards. Rage. Pick it up. Returns that pass. Finding Simon, but bounces off his stick as he can't corral it. Anderson tries to get it down and sent in behind for Dunn. Dunn slows it up. Over to McLaughlin. Into the feet. Bombers and that was saying inside there, so I think it hit a glove on the bench down there. That would make the most sense. Pardon me. Let's face off here to the right. Now, making sure the net's good. And face off to the right. Shot off the glass. That one goes high. Barbrandt tries to keep it in. Cuts off little, but picked up. Shot fanned on there by Anderson. Hustled after. In around. Rage surveying. Nice pass up. Almost closed the hand on it, but didn't. McLaughlin. In behind for Whitmore. He'll cut back. On the end boards. Shot up the right side. Booted back in. Left there. Picked up D-to-D Bombers. Along the wall. And Swain, the long-time Pictou AAA player, playing his second Bombers here. Shot there. Goes high. Little tried to find his spot. Rage. Pick up skating. Over to Arsenault. Arsenault. Into Dunn. Dunn feeds it off. Stick gets close to the ref there, comes up, hits the mesh, and whistle goes. 8:21 to go. Face off here to the right. Puck over by Lewis. Lewis across the line. Grace. Grace. Up ahead. McDonald grabs it. Has Miller in the middle. Pass won't make it there as it's ricocheted into the top, and now some pushing and shoving after on Miller. Face off to the left of us here in the Rage end. Good little tip there. Rage seem to have shaken off that early goal against pretty nicely. 19 seconds in. Since then, they've had some good possession. A couple shots on. Bombers, obviously, one of those teams where you circle it on the calendar. A big team. You know you're going to have to bring your A game. Defending champs here in this U15 league as they won for the first time on home ice last year right here on High Button Sports. Near the corner, man goes flying in there. Mayo trying to get it out. Lewis picks it up. Lewis stops up. Surveying. Hard pass. That one's tipped by the Bombers. In behind for Dunn. Along the wall here now. Pass to the right. Back for Mayo. In behind. Dando. High in the sky, and so high it catches the ceiling. Face off to the left. Puck rolls off the stick there, right side. Bombers up ahead with it. Puck picked up. Matinal into the end boards. Trying to cut it off. Rage. Simon. Simon. Nice pass there. Morris. Shot tipped into the glove there. Dunn stays sharp with the best look of the game there from the Rage. And a good job there by Simon to keep that in on the line and deliver a nice pass that leads to the chance. Puck dropped in. Flipped up the wall. Morris. Simon looking for it. Down here below. Puck over here to the right side. Bombers. Ross. Ross works his way in. Ross gets spun around. Ross backhand hits the side of the net. In behind Grace. That'll be hustled after. Hands it off. Into the middle. Bowden. Bowden gets the red line. Shoots it down. It'll take a change. Brabant. Behind the back play. Grabbed there by the Rage. Try to lead that up ahead. Anderson stops it. Back to Trudell. He'll take a bump. Brabant. Rage from the corner. Pokes at it. Into the feet. Puck. Battled for. Played over, looking for that pass. On and off of the stick into the end wall. Bombers, Little. Hard pass over there to Anderson. Anderson corrals and brings it in. Puck ricochets to the corner. Rage. Lead past that. By Price. Price puts some pressure on. Bouncing there. Rage. Come out with it. Step in. Chance for a shot. Pad save. Rebound. That one just wide. Nice look for Arsenault. Arsenault falling down. Trying to center that thing. Up to the middle. Swain takes a bump. From the corner. Brabant. Shoots that down and behind. Against the corner. Up to the blue line. Trying to finish the check-in on the blue line. It'll exit the zone. 4:18 to go here in the first. Bombers handoff. Pass here to the left side. Anderson's going to get to it first. Trudell comes in to put some pressure on. Oh, hit there. A tough one. Looks like he's okay, but that will be a penalty. Oh, and now some chirping after. And the Bombers going to get taken away too, so there goes that power play we thought we were going to see. Five on five here. So 4 minutes flat remaining here in the first. Face off to the left. Right side, Grace. Grace looking for some room. Nice job. Almost got it back to the line. Couldn't connect with McDonald. Over to Little. Little. Over to Grace. He'll try to go up the right side with it. Gets it through. Miller into his feet. Bombers now over to McDonald. Pass across. Just misses. As I think that caught a stick. A nice chance almost. As McDonald always has that pass first mentality. Saw the look. It was the correct read, but not into the back of the net. Picked up to Donaldson. Donaldson. Cut back move. Played over near Mayo. And the arm goes up, so it'll be a penalty here. Tripping, and now our first legitimate power play of the game. As the Rage will head to the power play down one. Face off to the right. Puck dropped in. Here's Lewis. Lewis tries to hand that over to McDonald. Dando. Shot. Bouncing around. Save made. Puck. Here for Lewis. Down the right side, Rage. On the man advantage. Whitmore. Along the end boards. Rage keep it in. Simon. Simon, hard passing behind. Can't corral. Flipped up in the air. It sent down. Dando. Rage looking for the breakout. Over to the left side, hard pass across to Dando. Him over the blue line. Passed on, backhand across, loose there in front. Almost knocked in their own net. Trying to get to that one. Sent back in. Rage push it to the corner. Bombers able to get there first. Pass to the right side, left side, sorry. Into the middle. Baldwin. Behind the back. Brabant has to wait up. Over to Trudell. The two, nice pass there. Connects. In near the end boards. That's whacked at. Shot into the corner. Backhand, looking to get it up the wall. Bombers grab, send it down. Brabant, 12 seconds to go on the power play. Minute 24 in the period. Rage, here to the right. Mayo, over the line. Mayo, down low, backhand, push to the corner. And now, power play over, minute and 2 seconds to go. That one hit the mesh, whistle. Or maybe hit a glove because the face off here still on the right side in the zone. Picked up Norris, shot, steered away. Grace down low, McPhee kind of has a stick wrapped in there, but all good. Norris down in front, whacked at. Bombers, can't get it out. Back and behind. Norris tries to get that through, Miller into the end boards, Dando. Spinning. Rage. Heads up, looking for that next pass. Turned over the other way. Bombers, pad save, another chance and a stop. And 2 great stops there. The 19 seconds to go on the turnover. And nice job done there in net by Gould. Face off on the left, Whitmore. In behind. Trying to center off the foot. On the end boards. Bombers try to get it out, but that will take us to the end of the period. So 1-0 at the end of the one. Back to the second of the moment. All right, just like that, we're back with second period action here. As I gotta fix my clock here. We're going for 20 minutes here in the second. That one sent down for the icing. So we'll head over to the left side and I'll get adjusted. 19:48, so 1-0 the score here off an early goal by the Bombers. After that though, Rage with a pretty good period. Had a couple chances. There's a couple chances at both ends, but that's the tail of the tape here so far. Back and behind. That puck up the left side. Little over here for the Rage. Snapping a pass up to Crawford. Rolls off his stick. Chop that. Players fall there in the middle. Look to be all right. Hit away there by Lewis, separating man from puck. In behind Crawford. Gay takes a bump. Arsenault trying to get it up ahead. Price into the middle. Backhand knocked out of the air by Little. Still good though. Handed off. Swept away. Crawford. Off a shin pad down here in front. Rage. Take that. Send it down for what will be an icing. Face off here to the right side. Puck grabbed, up to Grace. Grace shoots into a stick. Tries for it again, shot on. Save through traffic. Teams change up here. Rep says, all right, boys, let's get a move on. Chipped into the mesh. Face off here. Rage off of the back of the leg there, kind of hobbles White. McIntosh. He makes a move. Rage trying to stick with it. Played back over. Dando. Dando into the feet. White has to wait for the tag up. He will. It'll be sent down a little. Bombers. In along the M's board. Looking for that. Shot. Save made as it's a nice ricochet into the end wall. Norris tries to step up to it. Down here in front. McDonald hands it off the break, tries to pass. Oh, and McDonald hard into the post. And he'll be slow to get up. They tried to finesse a give and go chance there, and McDonald, tough guy out there, he'll get up, but went into the post hard. Pop down here, face off down here in front of us. Oh, there's actually 17:45 left on the clock. Back and behind. From the corner, Rage with a couple whacks. Trying to get it by Donaldson. Picked up over some heads and sent to the end boards. Trudell chasing in there. Baldwin over to Donaldson. Donaldson across the line. Mayo worked in on the end boards. Rage, back to the line. Brabant, over to Trudell. Trudell, shot through traffic. Loose there. Had a great lane at it. Save made. Oh, and an extra whack there. Gets screams of terror from the Bombers bench. And Whitmore went down hard. Penalty coming here. So two of them get 4 minutes for head contact, and then the extra 2-minute power play for the Bombers. The jawing continues down there. So power play chance for the Bombers after that last sequence. Face off here on the right. He's saying, come on, White, but they got their players out there. So now we're good to go. Ref got a little squirreled there, I think. We're good to go. That one's sent into the bench. Yeah, hopefully they're all right down there. Face off again. Puck. Picked up near the blue line, Grace. Anderson plays across. It was on the stick there, McDonald, but it came off of it. Spun down near the goal line, or the ringette line. Back to McDonald. Grace getting pressured by McPhee. Penalty there. Dug in a little too much. So now the Rage will be in a 5-on-3. So, extended 5-on-3 coming for the Bombers. 16 left to go. Minute 29. This will be a big test here for the hometown Rage. Puck picked up, Grace. Anderson shot to the glove. Stopped. Face off on the right side. Back for Grace. Gets that across. Little shot. Pad save. That bounces out. Chance to clear. Rage will do so. Fluttering puck all the way to the other end. Bombers start to hustle it out. Across the blue line. To the middle. Little. Drops that back. Trying to open up some space. Right side. Shot. And it's in back behind. And they score. And almost had it, but it slipped in behind. Gould saying that could have been a whistle, but puck must have stayed moving. So 2-0 on a cheeky one there. Head back to center. Puck dropped in, over to Ross. Played back across, Bombers to the left side, cross the blue line. Drops it back. Into Trudell. Whitmore. Right side, Swain. Back over, Swain. Gets knocked down. Whitmore, shot. Loose there in front. Bombers trying to stick with it. They score. So 2 goals on the 2 power plays. 3-0 here to score. All of a sudden, we'll head back to center. Puck. One back and some pushing and shoving near center again. Crawford looking for it. Back over. Bombers. Drop it back. Played across. WearWell. Into the middle. Down low. Shot by McDonald. He was in tight off the pad. So Rage got to get some of that rhythm down they had in the first period here, as only 6 minutes into the second. Trying to spin out of the check. Crawford in behind. Picked up Trudell. He's trying to muscle that puck out. He'll get laid out, but makes the play. Take the hit to make a play. In behind. Trying to get up to Anderson. He does. Anderson to Little. Pass the stick a Little down the right side. Little. Played across. Sweeping. Goes wide. Rage. Trying to get it out. Grace. He'll get to it. Shoots it on. Steered high. Rage. Intercept that. Anderson. Shoots. Goes wide. Bombers drop that back. Held him behind. Price now. Pass the stick. No ice. In near the end boards. Chevry. Chevry knocked down. Trying to get that across. Gay. In behind his net. Surveying. Up the wall here. Sent down for the easy icing call. Face off. Moved here to the right side. 12:43 left to go. Went down for another icing. Face off to the right. False start. Rage. Go back over. Grace. Grace steps in. Shot. Pad and scores. That one bounces back in behind. It'll be 4-0 to score here. 12:33 to go in the second, as this period has been a lot slower than the first so far. We'll head back to center. Puck grabbed over to Dando. Ross evades the check. Bowden gets it in. Over to Donaldson now. Donaldson kisses off the glass. Back and behind. Man down. Trying to center that. Played in along the wall. Bowden overskates it. Bombers now have a little bit more of a rhythm here. Ross brings it in. Ross to the outside. Ross off the pad. Bombers lose that. Arsenault gets it to Donaldson, but it's poked at by Little as he goes right after that puck. Nice play there. Spun out down low. Baldwin takes a bump. Grabbed back to the blue line. Dando tries to steer that away. Exits over for Norris. Bombers trying to flick that off the glass there. Arsenault looks for the steal. Back and behind. Heavy numbers for the Bombers the other way, but they'll do the jump and chase ice. 10-6, 4-15. Stuck out there, they're saying. Face off to the left. Puck. Down the right side. Shot. Off a shin pad, ricochets into the end glass. Worked in along the boards. Bombers looking to get that out. Spun back to McDaniel. Rage. McPhee brings it over the blue line himself. Battled into the corner. Baldwin stays up on it. Down low. Trying to pass through off a shin pad. Ricochets to the corner. Back in front. Shot. Another chance. Puck still loose. Lewis shoots. Save made. Great look there from the assistant captain. Face off to the left. Puck grabbed. Looking for that leading play. Bombers over the line. And another whistle here. Like I said, we've really slowed down here in the second period. A little more of a flow to that first. 4-0 the score. They'll get some changes here. Puck drop there on the left side. Shoved at. Rage. Over to Arsenault. Poked off at his stick. They'll go down here into the boards below us. Comes out the left side. Handed off. Chance. Steered in behind by Dunn. Freed up through the middle. Swain. Time for that pass. Little. Little evades. Little. Shot over for Anderson. He goes sharp angle. Chance off there. Bombers shoot. Save made. Rage. Flip play. Up to Grace. Grace back to the glove. Dando fishes it out. Not all. Good to see Whitmore out there after he took the shot earlier. Inside 10 minutes to play here in the second. Near center. Crawford stops up. Takes a shove. Down there near the red line. Poking away at it. Onside. Simon shoots. Goes wide along the ice. Norris. Back and behind. Simon hustles after it. Evades the check. Bombers staying with it. Rage. Grab it. Brabant. Looks for a lane. Takes a knock. Shot. Puck still loose in front. Oh, and Simon chopped that away from his rushing wingers. Back the other way, Rage. Stand-up collision there near center. Down the left side. Hit late into the end boards. Bombers almost had it in the slot. Now they will. Top of the paint. White tries to stay with it. Ross. Shot wide. Back for Whitmore. Down to the corner. Played across. Now to McDaniel. Brabant. In around for Simon. Lead play, Chevry. Does enough to get it out, but can't corral. Cross the line. Bombers. Sharp angle, tried to get a cheeky one. Steered to the corner. Rage sticking with it. Back down low, Norris put some pressure on. Around for Mayo. Mayo backhands that. Over to McDaniel. Out. Just on the line there. Has a few minutes to take off the clock there. Down the left side, Little. Chasing it. Oh, Little trips on his own there. Seems to be okay. Was able to brace himself. You always kind of double clutch when you see those ones. You get that speed going down the side and anything could happen. I was once tripped trying to head in behind the net on the left side there. And ripped my AC joint out of the socket on that. So ever since that happened, kind of you look at them carefully heading into the boards. But Little, and a lot of these guys have played a lot of hockey. Obviously, there's the part of randomness to it, unfortunately, the injuries. But these guys know how to fall. They know how to play the proper way. And that was a good example there. And it's good to see that they're all right. Trudell. Me, on the other hand, you know, the beer league, you don't quite get the skill you might see out here on the ice. And the poise is what I would say. Dando. Drop back in. Rage surveying. Up through the middle. Dando. And into the mesh. Not quite the clear he was looking for there. Face off here to the right. Over to the right. Across the red line. Shot to the end boards. Looking for that puck in the corner. It's fished out of there. Rage. Now, man, had him in front. Couldn't quite get the pass there. That would have been a great look. Instead, it's back the other way. Bombers. Hand it off to the left side. Shot. Whistle. 5:30 to go here in the second. Into the end wall. Lewis try to get that free. Instead, it's the Bombers. They jam at it. That was a hand pass there. And puck will stay out. Down the right side. Over to McLaughlin. Ricochets off of his stick, and now it's a foot race to it. Bombers get there. Past the line. Bombers. Anderson. Chip play over to Crawford. In along the boards there. Calling for it. Bourgoin. Sent him behind. Hustle move from the back end. Gonna have to keep up with that stick. Turns it over to Little. Little now looking for a lane. Runs into the linesman but gets through it. Toe drag stopped up. Over to McDaniel. McDaniel. Lewis makes the hit. Crawford now. Down here in front. Arsenault. Arsenault. In over the line. Arsenault shoots. Save made. Dunn will cover it up. 3:48 remaining. Face off to the left. Grabbed, back to Brabant, shot wide. Trudell in around from the corner. Oh, had Arsenault for a second, but didn't get the pass off. Gonna work that into the wall. Bombers up the right side, icing. 3:22 remaining. Face off to the left. Back to Dando. Shot, steered aside. 4-0 still to score after some early goals in this period. Not much the last 10 minutes or so. Rage on the half wall. Over. Dando tipped. Back off in front. Chased after to the wall. Half wall. Getting that up ahead. Bombers trying to poke at it. Hand it off. Simon. Some quick hands. Simon to the right and just swept off the stick there by Grace. Lead play. Dando keeps it alive. Chevry. Shot. Gloved. Save made there. Down the side. That one's going to be in behind. 2-on-1 the other way. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Spinning. And another save there on McDonald. Down and behind. Chevry gets the pass off. Rage. Surveying. Over across. Up to White. Oh, man. He could have been off to the races there. Went off his boot instead. McDonald. Hands back. Oh. And down there. Left side. No icing as Chevry gets to it. Lays a hit. Freed up. Miller. Simon coming in. Good hustle by Simon. Getting some help. McDonald ends up with it though. Back to McDaniel. McDaniel into the skate of Mayo. He flips it off the boards. Back for Grace. 95 seconds remaining here. In over the line. Shot high. Brought back down. In on the end boards. Bombers. Push to the middle. Stopped up. Rage. Donaldson. Flips it down. It'll be covered up with just over a minute to play here in the second. Dropped in there, Bombers. Push to the corner. Back around. Kissed off the glass. That one's sent for a guaranteed ice. 55 seconds to go in the second. Puck dropped in. Along the end boards. Trudell looking for it. Sent down. And another ice. So stacking icings here to finish out the second. We'll have our clear after this. Face off to the left. Tried to play that out in front, bouncing. Brabant. Down low. Baldwin lays a hit. Bombers looking to get that back out. Down here in behind. Mayo beats out Swain by a hair. Swain sticking with him. Mayo played in low. Brabant. Up the right side, 14 seconds to go. Gets to the red line. Over to McDaniel. Played across. Little. 4 seconds to go. That slows up. And will take us to the end of the second. So, 4-0 at the end of 2. Back for the third shortly. Alright everybody, we are back here with the start of the third and potentially final period here. 4-0 the score. As that one's kissed off the glass down here in front. 20 fresh minutes on the clock. That one's grabbed by the Bombers. Move to the right side. Hand it off to Miller. Miller looking to get that across. Grabbed and shoved around. Trying to pick up on it. Arsenault. Passed off. Bombers. Back and behind. From the end boards, Rage. Surveying. Sent in around. Bounces to Dando. Flipped off the glass. Touched up. Will continue on. Ross. In behind the net, Ross. Tries to get that over Arsenault. From the legs. Up ahead. Kissed off the glass. Down here to Price. In over the line. Bombers evade the check. Grabbed and shoved off here. Poked at. And it'll be no icing as Bombers got to it first. Over to the right side. Grace plays it across. Try to swing that in. Puck will be covered up for the whistle. Face off to the left. Puck dropped in. Grabbed and tried to flip that up the left side. Rage catch up to it. Picked up, moved to the opposite end. Brabant. In behind, Simon looking for it. Simon plays that up. Puck down here in front of us. Chased after. In behind. Swain wants it. Swain will get it. Drops that off near Anderson. Rage. Up ahead with it. Lewis. Over the blue line. Little. And near his feet. Played across and now scooped up for the cover. Lots of U15 action going on here today and tomorrow, like I said, as we wind down the season in a few weeks. Provincials, I believe, on the horizon. Obviously, I believe they will be streamed here on highbuttonsports.ca. Over here to McDonald. McDonald in on net. Shot scores as that one slides in off the rush. 5-0 the score here. Back to center 3 minutes in. Nice job swinging that one around. Down the right side. And over the line, McDonald to the middle. Shot, fanned on. Tried to steer that back in. Now off the skate. Comes up near center. Little. Trying to stick with that. Pass. Poke to the middle. Back in behind. Dando gets to it. Dando. Over to the left side. Rage. Knock the pass through. Comes back for Little. He'll take the long way round. Worked into the boards. McPhee put some pressure on. Rage, steer that ahead. Over to Grace. Grace, backhand up to Reed. Onside. Nice job there. McPhee now. Gets the skates moving. In over the line, McPhee. Left side. All the way back and behind. Bombers. Get to it. Little shove there. Whitmore on it as well. To the middle. Leading pass out of the reach. Brabant. Slow it up on the boards. Shot. Save made. Bouncing puck. Another pad save. Another shot off the shin pad. 3 good whacks at it. Stays out. Bombers. Shoot. Pushed in behind. Whitmore. 5 minutes gone here through the third. Held in on the end boards. Crawford now. Holding. Over to the left side. Pass snapped at. Little. Little. Shot. Save made. Crawford. Played across. Brabant. In behind. Price. Out of with Whitmore. Price. Pass. Hard one. Steered into the corner. Whitmore. Off the glass. Little. Little grabs. Near the red line. Shot down. In for Lewis. Bounces in front. Pad save. Rolling around. Anderson now. Shot blocked. Rage looked to stick with it. Grace. Grace from the right side. Off the post from distance. Back in behind. Anderson trying for it. Gay looking to spin out of it. Bombers have it taken away. Shot down for the icing. Face off to the left side. And 6.5 minutes gone. Face off Rage end. Grace. Left side. One-timer. Shot in front. Save made again. They'll try again here. Picked up. Worked around the boards. Icing. Try again. Face off to the left. Bombers. Win it over. Shot off the glass and in behind. Matal. Shot around. Grace catches up to it. Grace. On the right and behind again. Bombers some good possession through this period so far. Shot. Tipped. Rebound. It comes out. Chevry. Up by Grace. Offside. We'll try again here. Puck dropped in. Grace shoots it on. They're going to keep it moving. Rage. Over to Simon. Simon busts through the middle with it. Simon turns on the jets and starts to wheel off of his stick. Matal tried for it. Exits the zone. Down low. Up the right side. Bombers. Lose that one, but still on the stick. Reed trying to get through. Knocked up ahead off the shin pad. Down along the end boards. Rage. Hold it off. Pass across. Over the blue line now. Shot bounced in front. Knocked away. Hits the side of the net. Now covered up. There's no one able to fish it off of there. Just under 12 minutes now remaining. Picked up. Right side. Rage. Shot. Dancing in front. Puck high and wide. Brought back in. Bombers and held down there. Whistle will go. Penalty coming. First penalty of the third coming up here, and it'll be the Bombers on the power play. Little take it easy comes on. A classic. McDonald cross shot. Save made. Puck still loose. Right side. Score. So power play marker there. We'll head back to center. Back to center. Need an extra player out there. 5-on-5. Little. Trying to get that in. They bring it in onside somehow. Rage now to get it back the other way. Hit laid. Down here in front. Hit late again. In behind, Bombers. Pass up to Anderson. Anderson over the red line. Fires it down for Morris. Morris. Played across. Chop that. Moved up ahead. Bombers. Slowed up. Down below us. Little. Little. Grabs over the blue line. Plays it on back. Shot blocked. Grace. Another shot. That one into the glass well behind. Little. Inside 10 minutes to go here now. Right side. Shot. Save made. Steered off into the corner. Now looking for it again. Patted. Grace. Played near the wall. Chipped back to Little. Grabbed over to the left side. Down here in front of us. Ooh, hard hit there. Lewis with the old shove hit. In near the end boards. Freed up. They were calling for it. Back to the line. Little block there. Beautiful block by Arsenault. Trying to get that through. Price swings at it. Sticking with her. Exits the zone. Grace waits for the tag up. Grace shoots into the glass behind. Trudell. Miller. Shot. Blocked. Lewis off the broken stick there on the half wall. Shot in behind. Rage doing a good job playing the body all of a sudden. Some great hits separating man from puck the last few moments. Lewis by Chevry. Into the end boards. Looking for the pass out down here in front. White intercepts it. Bombers. Played across. Dando trying to stick with it. Gay. Up the boards. McDonald keeps it in. Bounces off the linesman shin pad. Bombers pushing that down the left side. Backhand. Rolls up the side of the net. And down and behind, that puck's loose. Fed to the blue line. White trying to pressure. Man goes flying over the backside of White. Now reverse check there. Still lots of physicality. Whitmore shot blocked by Simon. Gay. Oh! He gets laid out. Right back up. He's okay. What a tough customer he is. Man. Can't say I wouldn't be rattled after that one. Props to that young man. Felt the impact of that up here in the booth. 7 minutes to go. To the end boards, Whitmore. Off to the left side, handed off Bombers. Donaldson to the inside, shot high, hits the glass, comes around. Back over to Lewis. Lewis tries for the pass. Worked into the wall. Rage. Played down. Lewis battling hard as it's from the corner. Near Donaldson in behind. Mudhall. Finding a lane on the right side, evading the check. Brought back through. Kicked back, Ross. Offside, he didn't touch it, but ref blew the whistle anyway. 6:08 left to go here. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Ref trying to prove a point here. Here we go. Puck dropped in. Swain brings it in over the blue line. That's handed off by Little. And the bench erupts for the Rage there. Grace shoots. Rebound. Grabbed here. Rage. Brabant. Up the wall. Bombers. Oh, to play. Puck will be down here in front of us. 5:40 to go. Actually, it'll stay inside. Sent out by the Bombers. Down the right side. Picked up and poked at. Grace. In from the corner. Bombers. Swing that around. Stepping up. Grace shoots. Tipped high. Another whistle here. Face off to the left. Down the right side. Whitmore. Bounces off a stick, no ice. Dando chases. Inside 5 minutes. Dando. Spinning. Grabbed over to the left side. Fed down. Bombers, D to D. Whitmore. Played across. Little. Trying to pick it up on the other side. Over to Price. Bouncing, McDaniel. Dando chops at it. Takes it to the outside, waits for his team. Dropped on back. Little, up ahead with it. Little, tries to pass through. Arsenault. Leading play, Price. Evades the check. Comes down with it on the right side. Wrapped around the boards there. Hit laid. It's sent across. Trying to get it to Arsenault. Swept on. Anderson going to pick it up. Lead play, out of the reach. Back and behind for Lewis. Slowed up. Turned over. Ross. Back and behind him. McIntosh. Right side. Shot. Save made. Play still alive. Bombers. On the blue line. Played it across. Right side. Shot. Glove stop. 3:15 to go. Face off down here in the Rage end. Puck dropped in there. 3:12 to go. Baldwin chases. Get on the end boards. Fed up ahead. Simon bounces it off a skate. Matal. On the end boards. Reed. Played near center, McDonald. In over the line. Leading play near the half wall. Reverse check by Lewis. Face off, down low, past Lewis. Just over 100 seconds. Try to swing that in. Stop made. .99 seconds on the clock here. Our 6-0 game. Puck dropped in. Wheel on the left side. Pass handed off. In across. McDaniel. In on the end boards. Bombers. Trying to get that out. Waiting for the tag up. Rage. Flip it in front. Played across. Brabant. Into the feet. Mayo. Held in there. 1 minute to go. Last minute to go. Ross tries for it. McPhee. In over the line. Sent down low is touched up, so no icing. 47 seconds now. Held in there. I don't believe the ref is going to be too inclined to blow the whistle. He won't. Rage. Back to the blue line. Shot through traffic. Steered aside. Ross picks it up. On the blue line. Bounces off a stick. 20 seconds now. Swain trying for it as well. Rage. Hand out in front. Not going to get it. Well, 12 seconds to go. This could be it here for our game. Dando to the corner. Crawford. And